Achieving platinum status in a game is a mark of dedication, skill, comprehensive understanding of its mechanics and story. Neversong is a beautifully crafted indie game, offering a compelling mix of platforming, puzzle solving, and storytelling. The game's hauntingly beautiful atmosphere and emotionally charged narrative make the journey to the platinum both engaging and memorable. To platinum Neversong, players must dive deep into every corner of its world, uncovering hidden secrets, mastering the game's mechanics, and experiencing its full story. Whether you're a seasoned trophy hunter or a newcomer to the world of Neversong, this journey promises to be as rewarding as it is challenging. So let's embark on this adventure together and ensure Pete's story is told in its entirety. But of course, this isn't a review. This is me being eager to platinum Neversong. The next game is called Neversong. You play as a boy called Pete. The game starts off with us waking up from a coma. As you explore the town, you find out from other kids that all adults have disappeared. Pete was put in a coma when his girlfriend Ren got kidnapped by a creepy figure that goes by the name of Dr. Smile. Ren, however, has epilepsy and needs medication. We must save her before something tragic happens. What is that? Oh god. Oh my god, there's... I only just noticed there's some bloody creep with a knife, a sword, a blade. Now it's getting a bit... Hang on, this is getting a bit spooky here, isn't it? Oh fuck, there he is again. I'm overthinking this now. There's more of them, one by each window. What is this, Resident Evil? Eventually figuring out with that hint from the portrait, I need to spell out the word smile, which progresses us into the main game. Oh my goodness. Starting off the game, we awaken in a room with Ren's piano, an instrument she would teach Pete to play and make songs together. We must explore the land and find parts of a song to play in the piano. Each part unlocks a hidden chamber with a chest containing an object that we are able to use in the world. Looking at the trophy list before, I knew that there was something mentioned about playing the songs out of order, so I randomly started playing and unlocked a trophy. Oh! Cheater! Cheat by playing songs out of order. I did have a look at the trophy list before. I'm guessing it was like that part, so I thought, why not play it backwards? Now, I didn't know this at the time, which would also cause problems later. I unintentionally played a part of a song, which opened a chamber. As you explore the town, you can see that the children have taken over the place, using abandoned buildings as a den for the silly named club. Booty bum guy. Interacting with the kids, you find out that all the adults have gone to the asylum to help look for Ren, but have not returned. The kids' parents are now missing and blame you for it. Talking further, we find out that Ren's nickname was the Slug, and it was started from the nickname from her bat, the Red-Winged Slugger.
Ren's nickname? We all call her the Slug. It started as the Red-Winged Slugger, you know, because of her epic baseball bat. You've forgotten a lot, haven't you, bro?
Going back to our house, we play the song notes we found, opening a chamber with a mentioned bat inside. Now we can use this to fight against the creatures we'll come up against soon. Oh, hello, it's the bat. With this bat, we save a figure called Bird, who is trapped inside a cage. After freeing her, she assists us throughout the game. As we meet more kids, you see the innocence they have with their funny dialogue. Some are lovely and sweet to you, others are passive aggressive, and a few that are just straight up nasty. One named Simeon we need to assist, which leads us into the Spiderian sewers, now infested with creatures.
I have hypoinflammatory disorder. I inflate randomly.
Don't we all, mate? Don't we all?
My sewing needle.
My
Oh,
face.
pop me. It hurts so bad, but you have to pop me. The
Oh, he's gone? Oh, and so have I. Exploring the sewers, we come across Dr. Smile, with Ren in a cage. We find out that he kidnaps kids and wants to eat them to make itself look young again.
So I snatched your pal. The perfect treat. A snack like that is said to make your wrinkling skin look younger.
With the cutscene finishing and finding Simeon, we come across a massive insect-looking monster sleeping. The bid suggests that it could be an adult. Trying to free Simeon, we need to take him around the sewers, solving puzzles along the way. After talking to Preston, we are told that the giant centipede responds to smell. The puzzle is to roll Simon around and get him stuck in 3 things: sludge, spider eggs, and sand. We must take out the creatures and avoid water, as it will remove all of these smelly substances. With the 3 odors on him, we go back to the creature, which awakens, and turns out to be an adult, Mrs. Richardson. Where are you going? What are you doing? She gulped him whole. Oh my goodness, she's gonna burp on me. What do we do? So we need to battle it through 5 stages of attacks that progressively get more difficult. Now there are 3 bosses in the game that relate to trophies. Beating them all under 5 minutes gets a trophy for each one. So every boss monster we come across, we will need to be quick with. After beating Miss Richardson, we get another song to play, meaning new equipment to collect. Let's go. Come on. This is definitely under 5 minutes, yes. Mummy Master beat Simeon's mother in less than 5 minutes.
Pete, what was all that racket?
As you do, boss fight.
Wait, you didn't slaughter my specimen, did you? I was studying her.
B, C, D, A, E. Oh. The next part of the game, we head into the cemetery, facing new types of enemies and more puzzles to figure out. We again run into Dr. Smile. The slug will F you up. Figuring out that the creepy people at the very start of the game outside are adults, we need to find 3 locked in cages that are not fully under Dr. Smile's control. With an upgrade to a bat, we can now slash the X's on chains to drop bombs, helping us clear out debris and get to other adults in cages. Waking the adults up awakens another boss, named Mr. Toyne, starting the second of 3 boss fights. The monster is now awake! Mr. Toyne. What are you? What are you? Oh, my health. What's going on? Oh! What's that? Daddy Destroyer. Beat John's dad in less than 5 minutes. The slug was here. With each boss we defeat, the world gets more dark as we progress. Adults are now roaming around in the town, looking like they're hunting for kids. But first we need to find our next piece of equipment. Whoa! There's a fucking adult with a knife! What? Slug board! Deeper into the game, we run into Dr. Smile again, slowly making his way towards us, as Ren hangs above in a cage. Oh god. I got 1 heart. Quick! I just realised.
Is this the Booty Bum key? This should open the Booty Bum clubhouse in Red Wind Village.
Hey.
There he sat, that Dr. Smile, face down in a pool of bile.
Oh my.
Dr. Smile looked up and gazed at Pete's white and trembling face. Come closer to my teeth, little rat. Your friends won't miss you.
This motherfucker a creeperzoid. So without spoiling too much of the in-game content, with the funny dialogue and puzzles, we help an adult named Granny, who had a song stuck in her throat. You know the drill by now, we head back to the piano. This is where we come across a problem that had me aggravated. Remember our first trophy of the game? As I mentioned before, I unintentionally played a part of the song which opened a chamber. So I was playing a song with nothing happening after, as the trigger of the chamber opening had already happened, leaving me to think that there was something wrong with the game, and getting increasingly more agitated. What do I do? My game's broken. Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Back at the Granny again triggers a boss fight due to an in-game event, the last of the 3 bosses. Yes, Granny God. Beat Skunky's Granny in less than 5 minutes. We now make our way through to the asylum. Playing at this part, we can feel that the end game is near. The world has now developed into a rainy, gloomy place. Another telephone rings with a message who we can only assume is Ren. Get him in the window there, boys and girls. Now entering the Black Fork Asylum, we see adults everywhere, amongst pieces of internal organs being hung from hooks. Exploring further, we find that pretty much all the kids at the start are now a lot older. Our aim is to get into the room 303. More fights against adults and puzzles to solve, we progress and enter the room. There is a typewriter on the desk, where we read a piece of text. Neversong by Peter Smile. Figuring out the last puzzle of the game, we enter a hidden room. A final boss fight. The end game against Dr. Smile, our future self.
Dr. Smile smiled a smile. A smile wider than a mile. He drooled a hungry discharge. His pupils began to enlarge. Eat. You made it to my feast. Our children and I now have much to eat. The silly Ren is just a doll. You're just in time for nightfall. See, you are just the appetizer. Our children will ravage Red Wind after, and when we're done, we'll look and feel innocent, just like our goal.
Oh dear God. Oh dear God. No! I thought I timed it correctly. This is where the first death of the game takes place, voiding a trophy that could have been earned, which was to complete the game without dying. Now another playthrough is needed. After learning the boss patterns, we defeat the creature, earning a trophy. Yes! Dr. Destroyer. Beat Dr. Smile in less than 5 minutes. Finally we earn one last song to play, beating the game.
Sang loud and true, and reminded me of you. I'm sorry, Ren. I missed your call. I'm sorry that I wasn't there at all. Your song reminded me of when we were kids. Just me and Ren. And in this coma, high up above, my one true love whispered.
Wake up.
Oh, Neversong. The end. Well, let's platinum it and move on to something more happy, because Jesus, that was a bit sad. This story is brilliant, and I'm sure we can all relate to it in some way or another. I'll definitely summarise on this, but for now, we'll focus on trying to platinum the game. With the main story finished, we now have a gemstone key for the New Game Plus mode. It allows us to enter 2 secret rooms. Oh, Detective Pete. These rooms are pretty cool, as the first place gives you access to the Red Wind Theatre, showing us the original version of the game. The next place is the Kickstarter Cemetery, showing all of the people that donated to fund the game. In these rooms are missing Coma Card collectibles, needed to unlock another trophy called Coma Card. Finishing up on those 2 rooms, we complete the game again to pop the Beat Adventure Plus mode trophy. The next trophy earned was collecting all of the Coma cards that you can find hidden throughout the game. These cards mainly give you skins, as well as a brief description of the characters and environments that you come across. This should be the last card. The last Coma card. There we are, Coma Card. Collect all Coma cards. This is my 3rd playthrough this. Jesus, I must have missed a ton. Right, okay, all we have to do left, of course, are the hardest ones to do. Speed Demon, beat the game under 1 hour. Coma King, beat the entire game without dying. And Coma God, beat the entire game without getting hit. Oh my god. This is going to be stressful. Right, we're going to try and do one more playthrough without dying and without getting hit. And doing it under an hour. This is going to be a tricky one. It sounds reasonable to do these 2 trophies together, right? I certainly underestimated how tricky this would become. If I got hit, I would close the app and reload. Now I'm terrible at video games, so closing the game down would happen a lot, and rages would occur. Whoa! Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh. Let's go! We need to save immediately. You do not know how long I've been stuck in this part for. No! Finally finishing the game, we popped the trophy. Not the 2 trophies, but only 1, which was completing the game without dying. So I found out the hard way that if you get hit and do my tactic, the game still registers the hit. There was no way in hell I could do this legit at all. But after researching, I found a way to bring back hope, which every single one of you will hate me for. Cloud saving. Every time I would progress to a place I thought I would get hit, I would use the cloud save. If I did get hit, I'd download the old save and then start from there. Even doing it this way took me most of the day to even get near to the end of the game, but finally, getting to the final boss, and much to the dismay of all 0 of the viewers watching this video, I got the Coma God Trophy. Only 1 more to pop before the plat, to speedrun the game in under 1 hour. So it wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't run into any problems, would it? Thankfully, I wouldn't have to worry about getting hit now. However, the shortcuts I planned on taking, I couldn't execute at the first attempt anymore, causing time to be added on. There is no in-game timer to see how well you're doing, and I didn't think of even adding a stop clock at the time of recording, so I just had to go as fast as I could on intuition, then hope I'd be quick enough to get the trophy. But like I said, this run would not go as smooth as I thought it would. Oh no, I did. Oh, I rushed it too much. Now I'm stuck. Now the screen's going mental. Come on, you can get out. Where am I? I'm here. Oh, what's going on? Why is the filters messing up? Oh, fuck me. Oh, you! Come on! What is wrong? Why can't I do it, man? You! This game is gonna be the death of me. That... Oh my god, finally we got it. After all that hassle, we are finally at the last boss, and I had my tactics sorted. Before he clicks his fingers to teleport us, I usually stick to the left, so I spawn up at the top, avoiding the obstacle of jumping up the stairs and avoiding the timed spikes. But I forgot his simple pattern, which could have been fatal to the speedrun. We fucked up. Perfect. Yes, Speed Demon. Beat the entire game in under 1 hour.
Reminded me of when we were kids. Just me.
Platinum! Unlock all trophies. 100%. Look at this. Are you kidding me? 1 hour exactly. Now, I don't know if that includes the credits, because after the credits, I literally just went downstairs for a bit and then came back up. So I don't know how accurate that is. But if it is accurate, 1 hour, bro? Yo. Now after achieving the plat, I have to give a summary about this wonderful bittersweet game. My thoughts are going to be all over the place with this, right? So bear with. Finally finished on playing the game, you understand that the adult version of Pete is in a coma. His mind is taking him back to a time when he was younger, with his childhood sweetheart, Ren. Whereas he is a shy, timid boy, Ren is the opposite. Lovely and bubbly, beautiful and talented. We play from Pete's point of view, but are unaware of his past on the first playthrough. It seems like everything is in real life after he is awakened from his coma. But my thoughts are that he creates a time from when he was younger. You know, a nice memory, but his subconsciousness is still aware that there was something wrong with his wife, causing the in-game events to happen. The ending, I guess, can be taken as ambiguous. At points in the game, we hear a phone ring. When we answer, there is a message left. So on completion of the game, we figure out that it's Ren, contacting a work-obsessed Pete on the night of their anniversary. Near the end, there is a message of it saying that something feels wrong. To me, that's hinting at the start of her epileptic episodes. With the image shown, it makes her look lifeless. So upon hearing the news, a depressed Pete develops so much stress that he falls into a coma. The main bad guy of the game is Pete's older self, Dr. Smile. Of course, we don't know this at the time until the end game. In this dreamlike state, every time we see clocks, they're always going backwards. Dr. Smile wishes to turn back time and be young again, not having to deal with the hardships and discomfort of being an adult. So his idea was to eat the children to take their youthfulness. Hating his adult life, they are the enemy. And in-game, we literally fight against them. Our friends we see throughout the game are so jolly, but near the end, in the asylum, they're all old. Where they all end up with not so good lives as an adult. So very gloomy. I'm sure this is something we can all relate to. People tend to look back on the fun memories of when they were younger and feel like their best years are behind them. We dream of going back to when things were untroubled, joyful, carefree. But after completing the game, I feel that Ren has recovered from his seizure and is perhaps by Pete's side at the hospital, telling him to wake up. As the screen goes white, the romantic in me thinks that this is just an indication of Pete awakening from his coma to be with his wife again. You know, instead of the wife being dead and Ren telling Pete to wake up, as they can finally be together again in the afterlife. I just feel like that idea is a bit too kumbaya. Outside of the asylum, there are heartbeat monitors, so I take that as Pete slowly being aware of his surroundings as he is regaining his consciousness. I know that seeing the message at the start can be viewed as going against my points, but I just felt that everything fell towards my idea of the ending. Like I said, it's all up for interpretation, I guess. And there we are then, another platinum to add to the collection. Only 12 trophies for this one, but hey, I enjoyed myself. The game was fun, minus the stress-inducing Coma God trophy. Oh my god. Beat the entire game without getting hit? No thank you, never doing that again, by the way. PTSD is raging within me just looking at this icon of Coma God trophy. I'm surprised that 4.8% of players have got the platinum. Cause Coma God? Shit. I ain't doing that again. But there we are then, that's it from me. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time for more platinum content.